Oh, technical difficulties much. What's going on, everybody? To the troll in the chat, get the fuck out. Not in the mood tonight. So out you go. Fuck off. And Everyday Horror, hi. The next time you want to make a 3-minute video of us on YouTube and not proceed to let us know while talking smack for the whole 3 fucking minutes, feel free to invite yourself on the show because I would love to have a chat with you on air. You had some points. I'll say that. You had some points. Now shut up and sit down. All right. Sorry, fellas. Touchy topic. Yes, my hair is everywhere. Yes, I'm going to excuse myself for a second.
It's literally over here, too. Like, dude,
it's everywhere. Fuck. My God, people. Look, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of excitement. With excitement, though, comes caution. And it's almost like it's the exact same events of a year ago. Like, to a T, almost. And
you're right. There was a July 19th last year, too.
First off, I want to make sure I don't get this fella's name wrong. His Twitter handle. But big shout out to Multiverse of Geek Madness for working on our new logo. And big thanks to your woman, Jer, for some direction on some of it and some tidying up as we go here.
She did the DMD logo, so she's my
hey, it looks badass.
And the inside handoff logo?
Yes.
Sorry, the inside what? You guys still doing that thing?
It still exists.
Okay, wasn't sure. Had my doubts. Okay, so look, there's a trailer out there. And it's not just a few seconds. The whole thing is out there. So the people that are attacking other people in the fucking chat right now saying there hasn't been a whole trailer that leaked.
Just because it hadn't leaked the last time you looked doesn't mean it hasn't since. A lot can change in 60 seconds in this social media world.
Literally 60 seconds before the show goes on the air.
Yeah.
Hence why we're late. So apologies. We needed to... And not to say that we went and watched it, because I'll be honest, I've not watched it yet. I haven't had a chance. Sorry, I seen the 2 shorter versions that I was getting sent at length, or not at length, at nauseum earlier. People wouldn't stop sending it to me, so it's like, okay, so here we go. Yeah, it's out there. It's out there. I'm not going to say where. I see people in the chat saying where, and to be honest, that's fine. That's fine. You know, it's out there. Hey, so fun story here, guys. Right off the bat, let's just go over the show and what the plan is for tonight. We may or may not have other people joining us. I'm not sure how that's going to work out yet. But this is the show plan for this evening. We're going to talk Halloween Ends and talk about that little company, Universal, which is not so little. We're going to talk about the poster. That is not the actual poster. Don't get excited. But we're going to talk about the poster. We're going to preview all the Halloween content we got coming up in the next 48 hours or so. There's lots of it. We're talking about Fear Street tonight. There is more Fear Street movies on the way. I don't know about anybody else. I'm fucking stoked for that.
I am so excited. I saw the news drop earlier today, and I was like, yeah, inject more of that, please.
I loved those movies, man. Like,
they're so good.
I didn't think I was going to love those movies, to be clear.
Yeah.
But I did. So,
like, I was on the fence, like, thinking, like, 3 movies. I mean, come on. But then they just flowed so well together, and you're like, just give me more, please.
We are also talking about Game of Thrones House of the Dragon tonight. There's a really cool trailer that dropped. What might happen is after we're done talking Halloween, 80 minutes from now, we will probably take a break because I don't know if Jer or Johnny have had a chance to see the teaser that dropped yesterday. It's like a behind-the-scenes teaser, but boy, is it loaded. And then we're going to talk AEW All Out. I see Dave Meltzer's, spitting shit that's probably not true again. So we'll have you two fine gentlemen clear that up for us. Yeah,
some news dropped today. So, I mean, I don't know about All Out, but AEW is going to get interesting soon.
Oh, can't wait for that. Can't wait for that. So if you're a wrestling fan, stay tuned towards the back half of the show. We're going to have some time for wrestling, Game of Thrones, and Fear Street. I also know there's a few of you that are Star Wars fans. Yes, I know the big Star Wars rumor that's out there. No, we do not have time to talk about it tonight. There's only so much time in a day. To the chat, there's 140 of you mother Canuckers out there. I hope you're happy. You're getting your trailer, whether it's in a few minutes' time, which we'll notice because the streaming numbers will go down to like friggin' 30 for a couple of minutes. And then probably even stay down because
they'll just open a new tabs 2020.
Yeah, who doesn't have like 87 tabs open right now?
I often have far too many tabs open, including the bar one. And
that's a different kind of tab.
We're going to talk Halloween a bit off the top.
You don't say.
Because we have to, and we have an announcement to make too on the show. We have a new staff member at the channel, and we're going to reveal who that is. And I'll be honest, some of you already know who he is. You just don't know he's on the staff yet. So looking forward to revealing that. Anyways, Intel Wild in with a $20 super chat. Appreciated, man. As always, thanks for the info, Fandom Empire. Keep up the great content. We got called out on a YouTube video, fellas, so if you don't mind for 1 second, I just want to clear up a couple of those things. It'll be very short. I will not go on a tangent. In case anybody needed to know, no, we don't have every little detail about Halloween Ends, but yes, we have followed the movie from literally before Halloween Kills was released, because there was stuff to follow back then, up until, what are we now, like less than 3 months before it's out? So we followed the movie that long. When you follow and report, and you play the scoop game a little bit, which we've done, you're going to get stuff wrong. Now, there are content creators out there that will go and delete their past tweets or hide their YouTube videos. We don't do that. I don't have time for that. If we get something wrong, I'll own up to it. But just know this, for those of you that are new, for those of you that are not, we have never one time misled anybody here at the channel.
Intentionally misled.
Intentionally. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, people probably get misled every stream. Fucking Tommy on here. Jeez.
Oh, that's why. It's an important distinction.
So yeah, we've never done any of that. Those of you that do follow us, appreciate it. Appreciate the support. There's a reason why so many of you are on Patreon, and have been for a long time. And we appreciate the support. So get that done out of the way. Haters will be haters, and they're welcome to go watch somebody else. Fellas, also joining us tonight. The question is, will he or won't he? It's Mr. Matt. What's going on, bro? You're muted again.
Won't.
You can't even come in late and not be muted.
Dude, I was hauling ass back here from about an hour and away. Went to amusement park today, so
I saw that.
Got caught in
That coaster
traffic.
looked
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah, it's fairly huge. I don't do coasters anymore.
So let me put out the first topic of today's discussion for you guys, and that is Universal and Halloween Ends. So I was under the impression, here's another thing we got wrong. Get ready. Take some responsibility. I was under the impression that when a movie goes to a movie theater, it's encrypted, which is true. That is true to an extent. However, I thought that like the head person at that movie theater, or the head manager, always had the code to unlock the encrypted trailer. Not like any, if Johnny goes and fucking works at the local famous players, not that they exist anymore, he's not going to be getting in to see all the trailers. Well, we were wrong about that. The way it turns out is they can set it for a time and date to be unlocked for. This is a thing. I was looking at Dave McRae's post earlier. If someone knows, it would be him. And Universal now, on back-to-back fucking years, has not locked their trailer, and their trailer has leaked before the scheduled release. it's almost as bad as Universal putting out emails to people about test screenings and asking if they're Halloween or Blumhouse movie fans. We're going to get to trailer talk, I promise, but off the top, just the system's broken. It needs some fixing. What do you guys think?
The system is the system. I mean, we see stuff like this all the time, or at least I do. I'm a gamer in the modern era, so 90% of the games I get now are digital. Sometimes they get unlocked early unintentionally because somebody put in the wrong date or the wrong code, or something just unlocked early, and it happens. You get early access to content you're not supposed to get early access to. It's somebody tweaks their system so that it's tied to the day. Like, that's the thing. We don't know exactly, without knowing if it's I don't want to say universal because that would be confusing, but if it's a global issue where everyone's unlocked, or if some people just tweaked with their internal settings and fast forwarded a day so they could get it early, because people do that, especially if they happen to be Halloween fans or know somebody who's Halloween fans and just want to do stuff like that, and just want to get it early because they're not on shift tomorrow or something. And it happens all the time. It's an unfortunate part of the digital world, because there's no easy way to do it any other way. Yes, you could distribute a code to all the theaters to manually unlock it day of, but then you run the risk of them not getting it, or an email issue or something preventing it from going out live at the same. There's no perfect system for something like this. So this issue, I think, is very different from the test screening issue, where you're being the trailer getting out is just, it's an unfortunate reality of the digital era.
I think that also speaks to the fan base of specific franchises. This would obviously happen with a Marvel movie. It's happened with Halloween. I mean, your typical run-of-the-mill movie, I don't know if enough people really care to record a trailer and then be like, oh my God, this trailer leaked, and nobody cares. But because there's such a fan base for these types of films, there's obviously going to be an audience for someone who records a trailer in a theater. So I think that also speaks to this leaking early. And Universal, I mean, why should they care? It doesn't hurt their bottom line. People aren't going to suddenly not watch the trailer if a shitty version comes out 24 hours beforehand. I'll still watch the trailer when it's released in full and actual HD quality. But was it going to stop me from watching the trailer beforehand? No. I mean, I'm still going to go see the movie, so they don't care.
I really think that, is it that hard to seriously hold this, to say the code, or not even get the code to a certain time? You check your email, a manager checks his email, or something like that. That's how you stop it. You don't give the people the code this early.
It's also it's an unfortunate reality of an archaic system. In 2022, no trailer should be debuting attached to a theatrical release. Okay, that's just silly, because it's archaic. In an era where that was the only applicable avenue to release a trailer, it made perfect sense. In the early days of TV, when it was far too expensive to do it, and you're still not guaranteed to get the eyes on it. You want to maximize products, but it's not something that is being advertised. It's not attached to Nope is the Halloween Ends trailer. They're not making a big deal about it being attached to something, so it's not relevant to that production other than, an extra that, people are assuming, oh, well, it's a Blumhouse film, it's Nope, we know the trailer's releasing, so it's going to be there. In 2022, you can release it digitally to the globe and have the same effect. It's why like we talked about Marvel, but Marvel's never had this happen because Marvel trailers debut on YouTube. Yes, they have, network exclusive, like ABC will get their network exclusives, like for Marvel movies and Star Wars movies, but they make a big deal about it. They promote it for days and weeks beforehand, where tune in to Sunday Night Football halftime, September 28th, to see the brand new Star Wars The Force Awakens. Like, that was a big deal. Tune into the Super Bowl to see the new trailer for Thor Ragnarok, I believe is the one they did at the time. Like, they make big deals about these things because they make them big deals. So they pump the numbers up because they're helping themselves. Yes, they're ABC helping it's Disney helping ABC. Makes perfect sense. But this isn't that. This is in the broader universal scale, Halloween is a very small fish in a very large ocean. Is it one of the are horror movies the best genre for cost to profit ratio? Probably. I can't imagine anything that really comes close to it, except for maybe the rom-com genre. I imagine those are pretty cheap to make and pump out and produce as well. But the salaries get a lot higher. In that
Lifetime
does balances. Well, that's a whole different thing, right? But I mean, the same concept.
They put out 67 of those every Christmas. So
exactly, and it's like in 2022, a movie theater. You have access to YouTube, which is globally the largest platform, period. You're going to get more eyes on it than anywhere else if you release it on YouTube. Like, it's not, it's not a difficult thing to do to control your release. You control the time, you control the dates. There's no external tinkering that can be done if you are the first one to release it.
And then you can control my release. Like Johnny brings up a good point. The last time I wasn't able to control my release, I was asked to leave Walmart.
That's good. So this is what just happened and why I was gone for so long. No, it's not Halloween related, although it feels like it could be. Someone knocked on my door. It's like 9:30 at night. It's a little unusual. Some dude, probably in his early 20s. I'm letting the audience know this in case something does happen. Never seen him before in my life. Have the screen locked. Have a 75-pound German Shepherd right beside me who wants to basically chew him to bits. And he's like, my phone just died and I need to use it. Can I come inside and charge my phone? And I kid you not, my response was I looked down at my dog and looked back at him and was like, there isn't a chance that you are stepping foot in this house. I don't know who you are. I'm sorry. And closed the door. If the guy's in a bad situation, fine. But those types of situations, can you help me out with my car in the fucking grocery store parking lot or the Walmart or the knock on the door to use a cell phone charger? To anybody listening at home right now, don't ever let someone in your house that you don't know. I feel okay being off to the side of the house right now in the studio, because if that fucking dude comes through that door, my dog's going to fucking kill him. So, yeah. Anyways, I was just informed by Jade, because she obviously came out for that, that a couple of people have been removed from the chat already. So I'll make this as painfully clear as I possibly can. If you post spoilers, and at the moment, unless the trailer has wide released, it's a spoiler, you will be removed. Okay. I understand people want to talk about that trailer and some of the not so wise decisions that were made in it, that I'm sure anybody who breaks this trailer down is going to spot, and they're going to piece everything or mostly everything together. So it's not misleading marketing. It's just stupid marketing.
Those two things aren't mutually exclusive.
Anyway, block your damn fucking trailer. Unless they want this to happen. I had someone say to me today, maybe they want this to happen. They didn't put, everyday horror is a Wham dick rider. On the Wham front, quickly. We got tagged in something the other day. I just want to make this perfectly clear. I know I seen they're doing someone else's stream who sometimes is in here. Those guys have never attacked me personally. We've had like 2 or 3 conversations, and it was last year about stuff. I just don't. Their content's not for me. Okay,
They do their thing, we do our thing.
Yes, it's that simple. I would never ever sit here and look down upon them. Look at the fucking community and the channel they've built. It's incredible. Not for me. It's incredible. However, what pisses us off, specifically me, is when a Wham viewer decides that they're going to come all the way into the Fandom Empire chat. You know, you got Wham, who's, you know, Goliath, and us, little David, and start shit. Or you go and start shit on Twitter. Yeah, you know, enough of you come, it kind of makes it seem like maybe they are referencing us. I don't fucking know. What I do know is they could have de-escalated a bunch of shit before the weekend, and they chose not to. And for that, I think it's pretty telling, and I'll leave it at that.
I'm still pissed off at Wham because they didn't wake me up before they went.
Fuckers.
That one was for Terrence. Hi, Terrence. I know you're in chat.
Can you not come up? Anyways. For sure. Hang on. John Roser says, by the way, the chat's moving insanely fast. We can't keep up with everything. If you want to get a question in or comment in that's guaranteed to be read on air, you can support the channel and send in a super chat, or we will select questions at random because we know not everyone either wants to support us financially or has the ability to support us financially. We will pick out questions as we go here, but there's so many of you, no chance we keep up with everything. Sorry, Jared's going to have to leave the stream for a bit because I'm kicking him out of my house.
You guys only have to tolerate me for 2 hours.
Damn.
Did you have one of those accidental emissions?
Apparently, you stole Terrence's joke, who is on vacation down in Arizona or something. Some shit like that. So
It's too much sand there. I don't think he'd ever go to Arizona.
You know, I think he secretly loves sand, but that's just me. Okay, so Jared's going to be able to talk to this. Matt's going to be able to talk to this. Johnny, you're not going to be able to talk to this. Sorry, but
tell me what I can and can't talk
you're
about.
going to ride the pony here for a bit.
Okay, so we're talking books higher than a grade 8 reading level. Let's go.
Whoa. Excuse me, sir. I can read anything you have in your library.
Intel Wild, 184 in the chat, 183 now. Intel Wild probably just left. Click the like button, please. It helps other people find the stream. It's free to do. It's really easy to do. It looks like a thumb, which looks like this. And if you don't have one, it still, in fact, looks like a thumb, which you can still click it. So
thumbs up for War Amps.
So, I mean, I don't know how I still have thumbs, to be honest, but
that's a deep cut.
That's a 20-year-old joke that'll probably offend someone.
Oh, I mean, everyone's easily offended nowadays, so is what it is.
Just don't talk about their mothers, and we're okay.
So yeah, I'm trying to look at the chat, guys. This is overwhelming. Terrence, only 54 likes. That means 150. You can't count. Unless you're getting
maybe he includes the hosts.
Yeah, click that like button. Let's click that like button. We're going to dive into some trailer discussion here. And we're going to talk to the people that sort of know the events of the movie. That's Matt, that's Jer, and myself. So we saw the little bit that leaked earlier today. And I sent you guys a picture from that. And at first, I don't think Jer caught on. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I don't know.
I did not. That was one detail I'd forgotten.
Yeah, it's a pretty important one, too. I'm like, you need to look a little closer. Look, I'm not trying to pick on these guys. I haven't seen the teaser. I don't know what it's like. I hear it's very similar to CinemaCon, but not the CinemaCon trailer. It's short. I think it's 83 seconds. Yeah. I think it ended up being a little longer than what was advertised, but not by much. And that's it. And see, a guy who's working on our graphics here, That little bit was very spoiler. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. And here's the thing, guys, work with me on this one. Yes, you need to market your movie to a casual audience. We're not talking about what the teaser's like because I haven't fucking seen it. So if they drop it here in a few minutes, we'll watch it and then talk about what it's like. But we're talking about something that's in it if you don't want to be spoiled. And I'm telling you now, you can probably watch the trailer and not catch it and just be done with it. So watch the trailer 1, maybe 2 times. That's it. Don't do anything else with it. Walk away. But if you're someone who's a diehard fan of this franchise, even if you're not stopping the trailer to pick it apart, you might see it. In fact, there's probably a really good chance you're going to see it. It's frustrating that they would put something like that in the trailer. And here's why, guys. Yes, you need to market your movie for a casual audience. However, I'm pretty sure there are members of the diehard audience, even some that are on our staff here, that don't want to be spoiled for the movie. They don't. And to blatantly include what I would call the movie's biggest spoiler in the trailer is kind of insanity. And the reason it's insanity, and Johnny, you might be able to at least catch on to this part, is when there's a YouTube channel dedicated to following Star Wars or Marvel or Halloween or Friday the 13th or horror in general. When a movie trailer comes out, you get the typical trailer reaction from that channel more than likely, and you get the full-on trailer breakdown for those that are really committed, and a lot of the big channels do it. They break down every fucking frame of this sucker. And I'm telling you now, we're warning you now, because we understand not everybody in the audience wants to be spoiled. If you watch this trailer breakdown, it's not if you will be spoiled, you will be spoiled in a massive way. Jer, I want to get your thoughts on this, man. Obviously, you're new to the channel. This is sort of your first experience with a deep dive into Halloween, but were you surprised once you noticed?
Yeah, once I noticed, it feels like something that is important, that if you follow the details of this story, that you're going to notice. And it's like, that's really awkward. And I hope it makes sense in the movie, but I don't know how. You know, coming from not knowing the movie perspective, like, it's weird because it's so, you have to look for it. I didn't notice it until you pointed it out, and then I knew where to look, and I'm like, wait a minute, because I was looking on the other side of that frame, and I'm like, I'm not seeing anything. And then you pointed it out specifically, and I'm like, that's really big and noticeable if you see what that character is doing in that scene. Do you think it, like, they just slipped their mind as far as throwing that scene in the, like, I get it's a suspenseful scene, and coming into it, it feels like there is a confrontation that's leading, like, that scene is leading into.
Yeah.
So it's like, did they think that was the selling point and kind of forgot that part? I mean, it's awkward, and somebody obviously slipped. So
I honestly nice one, Cody. Nice one. I saw that, buddy. And Balon, nice one too. That stuff I can deal with. You guys are being a little bit tongue in cheek. You don't make a mistake like that. You could have had that start 1.5 seconds later, and you don't get that giveaway moment. But I'm telling you, the second that you have Next Gen Studios, to the guys that are purposely spoiling it, you try to go 7 seconds without being a an asshole. I don't think he's talking to us.
Sean, am I allowed to say where I saw the trailer? Somebody asked me in chat.
No, I've seen it in the chat enough.
Okay.
I've seen people post it in the chat, so they can find it on their own. It's probably going to release here. I know it's 9:48.
It's being officially released in less than 24 hours. People, take a chill pill.
Yeah, right. It's in the morning too, from what I understood. So it's chances are if that one that you had leaks, it's going everywhere. It's going everywhere. So I just wish we didn't have to give away massive spoilers in the movie. I remember with the Halloween Kills trailer, we've talked at length about Michael coming out and taking care of the firefighters. That was a thing. That was a big thing in the movie, and they killed the whole sequence. And then in the Halloween Kills trailer, the original ending of the movie was actually shown in the trailer. It was just like, what? Come on. Brian wants to know what time tomorrow's coming out. I don't know. All I heard was morning, and I'd be pretty surprised if it makes it to that time now. Braden Timmons is in the house, or somebody claiming to be Braden Timmons. Hopefully it's Braden. What's going on, man? By the way, I think there was a pretty big Halloween project teased coming out from I believe it's James and Braden and those guys doing. I don't know if Braden's involved in it, but it's called Halloween Aftermath, and they were teasing it, and just the image that they had looked fantastic. So be on the lookout for all their stuff over there. That's kind of my thing. Matt, you know it. To me, there's no excuse that should not be in the trailer, at all.
Oh my! No, God, no.
Braden's in the chat.
I've actually
Braden is going to end up doing. Sorry, Matt. 1 second. Braden's going to end up doing probably a trailer reaction or a breakdown. We're going to do it. Dave might not do it. He's sort of hit or miss, but you're going to have 30 channels do it. Where this is how it works. This is how the YouTube game works. Is people will go and watch one person's trailer breakdown, and they're so excited for the movie that they'll watch another one, and then maybe they'll watch 2 or 3, unless you're Solid Saturn, in which case you end up watching 274 of them. And you're going to know. So for the love of God, if you don't want massive spoilers for this movie, don't watch trailer breakdowns. I would say even be leery watching the trailer. You're going to put it together. It's that simple. Matt?
So I've actually just been looking past couple of minutes, and I found the trailer. I'm on the best. It's not the legitimate trailer, but I wanted to see it in a bigger sense. And I'm like, why? Because it's plain as day. That spoiler, if you're like, why? And like you said, they're gonna show them. I mean, when everybody starts doing their trailer reactions, they're gonna notice, hey, look, why is that different? And it's starting to look like it's the bait and switch. That's where they're going to market this movie, with the bait and switch. So I think it's stupid. Enough to notice that what we have been talking about is correct, and we're going to see. I can't. That's why I can't go into spoilers without giving too much. But back to the point. No, it's plain as day, and I don't know why why they putting this trailer together would even go that route. I mean, just give us what you get at CinemaCon. We've been happy. Give us that 15 minutes of footage of them. 15 seconds of them fighting. Sprinkle in maybe an Allison or a Frank, and just leave it at that. I mean, this is Universal's problem. Religiously, they show too much in trailers, and they're going to keep on doing it, and they're going to keep on getting paid until somebody or something comes along and says you need to stop. That's got enough power. Is what it is.
in today's day and age, you watch anything with your own risk. You watch a YouTube channel with your own risk. You join a Facebook group with your own risk. You view Twitter threads at your own risk and could be spoiled on anything. To be clear, I just want to reiterate something in the chat because we definitely didn't want Cody. Check Patreon if you can. Although I think it might have said you unsubscribed to that. I don't know. Anyways, hang on. Sorry, I was just reading something else. For the chat, and now even the private chat's going off. For the chat, I don't care if anybody in the chat is directing other people to wherever leaked shit is. That's your guys' business. Don't talk about the spoilers in the chat, though. That's all we ask. Leave spoilers out of the chat. You guys can direct each other. We're not going to direct other people. We've never done that, so, and we won't. So, anyways, but yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to collect myself here. It's great. I know Jer said, maybe somebody made an accident, but I don't know. Like, our main source who does that does most of the info or gives most of the information that we get to us ended up saying, oh boy. Anyways, I'm gonna have to just leave the chat to the mods for now, or I'm never gonna get through the show. It's too crazy in there. Again, Cody, I sent you a message on Patreon. I would look at it, man. I think it was a misstep. I just his response was basically, I can't believe they fucking showed that in the trailer. Do they not think that every Halloween fan who's paid any attention is not going to put that together? And I said, hey, in a way, it's not really misleading. I mean, I haven't seen the actual teaser, but that specific part that we've been talking about. But like, why put it in there? It's, again, I don't know. Movie trailers have lost their mojo, in my opinion. 90% of them, if not more, spoil most of the movie before you even see it, including big sequences. Like, I can't imagine an Empire Strikes Back trailer today. Would it have Luke, I am your father, or something leading up to that moment? Like, it really does feel like it would be something along those lines. Anyways. Just trying to keep up with everything. Let's see what else we have on the agenda here tonight. I know there's more Halloween. By the way, this is the Halloween content we have coming this week. And to be clear, I know I've had a few people message us. Someone messaged us on Facebook looking for us. I don't really run the Facebook. That's usually Tommy B that gets the DMs over there. And Tommy B's on his 57th vacation of the year. So, like,
yeah, it's like 4 a.m. where he is right now, so he ain't watching us.
I mean, I don't know if I'd put it past him at this point. I'm waiting
True.
for Mrs. Tommy B to come home alone from the trip. So
yeah.
But for those that have been asking, yes, the plot for Halloween Ends has leaked. It's out there. For those of you that want it, I'm sure if you look hard enough, you'll find it. Again, this is more for the people that don't want it. Now's the time to sort of start muting things on social media and being wary of what you look at. On the poster front, we're going to have a poster breakdown whenever that drops. It's already 10 p.m., so the odds of the trailer dropping tonight are probably slim, but keep in mind it was almost 10 p.m. last year when the trailer dropped. So I'm not going to say that it's not happening. And who knows? Maybe they'll go for 10:31 p.m. Eastern time. I could see it. I could see them doing it. But we're also going to have a trailer reaction, trailer breakdown. You know, that thing we were just talking about, that when it happens, people are going to get spoiled. If you do not want to be spoiled for this movie, do not tune in for that trailer breakdown, because we will be addressing it. And then we have Halloween Ends about the movie. It's just a simple discussion about the movie. And those of you over on Patreon, we're going to do another open mic about the trailer, invite everybody on to have their piece, have their say, and have their piece, and go on. with that, we'll keep an eye out for the Halloween Ends trailer. But Johnny, just your thoughts as a fandom here, man. You've been able to stay relatively spoiler free from the last two Halloween movies. Obviously, it's taken some effort, but I think, Halloween fans in general probably need to calm down and enjoy the moment, because there is no set guarantee on when there's another one coming. For example, if Halloween Ends bombs in the box office, and when I say bombs, if it made $75 million worldwide, that's a significant drop off from the last two movies. Yeah, not good. And only 69 likes in here and 188 people. Let's get those likes up.
Somebody might want to do a refresh. I see 82.
Oh, is there 82? I don't know.
That's what I see.
I can't see anything. And apologies to the chat mods. I know it's been crazy in there. I cannot keep up with that while doing this. Well, get messaged constantly at the same time as well. So,
we're up to 86.
90.
Interesting.
Come on, drive to triple digits, people.
Triple digits. Big Screen Leaks is reporting that it is the same trailer that was shown at CinemaCon. I don't know. I don't know until
I thought CinemaCon only got 20 seconds.
Did you actually watch it? I have not.
No, I watched the trailer. Yeah, the trailer itself is 123.
Okay, so the CinemaCon trailer is 60 seconds of past Halloween movies and 23 seconds of just Halloween Ends. Is that what the trailer is?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe it's a CinemaCon trailer.
The stuff we talked about when talking about the CinemaCon trailer is essentially what the new footage is. The new footage that they.
Can we release our VidCon videos then? Re-release our VidCon videos then?
Oh man, that's kind of sad. If I'm being honest.
The sad part is there are channels that will do exactly that. Slap some new graphics on it and pretend they never talked about it before.
Oh, sure. That's the game, man. That is absolutely the game. By the way, I don't know if Matt has come back or not. He's still missing from his green room. So I'm going to proceed on here. We're going to keep the ball rolling just because I want to be ready in case anything drops here.
Sean, can I spoil one thing in the trailer for you? You're kind of heartbroken about it. I'm surprised you didn't message me about it.
Sure.
CM Punk is not in the trailer.
CM Punk is not in the trailer.
Yeah.
Great, look what you did. Right as he's about to move us on to a new topic, you ruined the whole show.
Yeah.
If he doesn't come back sooner, we're going to have to start talking about random things, and there's no putting the train back on the tracks.
I know.
Well, we can't have that happening. So we don't
just
need
about
to hear
to
about
lunch into Gordon Soley.
Fucking,
You're not drunk enough to be Gordon Soley.
Joe Ridley versus Musgrave James and fucking Curtis tonight. Nobody wants to hear about that match. Anyway, I don't know. I came up with two random names that came to my head. We're going to proceed forward here. Again, reminder at the content that we have coming on the channel for Halloween in the next 48 hours. We think, again, we don't know for sure. We believe there's a trailer dropping. I also thought there was supposed to be an article dropping from one of the magazines, but I don't know which one that is. We're going to have a trailer reaction. That's probably pretty good to my reaction, what my reaction is going to be, because I haven't reacted to it yet. I mean, you can tell I haven't. That's a Halloween Kills image in the background. Halloween Ends trailer breakdown. We're going to talk about the movie, and then we'll do another Patreon open mic night and just sort of have some fun with that. But now, fellas, looks like we're returning to Shady Side for more Fear Street. No word on how many movies it's going to be, or if it'll be a continuation of the characters that we're already following, or simply a whole new story. I never did read any of the books. I believe Johnny was a book guy for Fear Street. I don't know if he ever watched the movies. I know he was an R.L. Stine guy at some point. And I didn't know Jer had any excitement for this franchise at all, but he seemed excited when we came on air. So thoughts, guys? Fear Street, they're coming back. Netflix hit pretty big with it. Chris Nelson was involved with it. Looking forward to this. I can't wait for more movies. I love the first three.
I'm excited for it. I mean, I love the movies. And I kind of went into the movie with just like low-ish expectations. Like, I mean, it's a horror, but I kind of thought it was going to be along the lines of Goosebumps in a way, where it's not taking itself so seriously. And then after the first movie, it's like, okay, this has some legs. And I don't know if they would, if they could really get a fourth movie out of the story they told. But I'm totally cool with whatever they want to dig into for Fear Street.
I would assume that it's going to be the same formula as before. I'm assuming we're going to get new 3 new movies.
Yeah,
I would hope, even if it's a different story, I would hope there'll be 3 new movies.
I'd hope so, because that was a really good formula that worked. And I mean, we get 6 hours of content or so. So I'm here for it. And I like the weekly release too. So they couldn't really bombard yourself on social media with, the talk dies down after 10 days. It's no, we're getting a good month of talk out of these releases. And yeah.
Man, I wanted to make a joke at someone's comment, but I won't because it's too, our boy Blaine says Jamie Lee Curtis just tweeted. She's probably not happy. Let's see what the Scream Queen herself has to say. I would say the trailer is about to drop momentarily, so I think the way this will probably work is maybe this is what happened last year. She tweeted something out, and literally within like half an hour it was out. So we're gonna continue on with our show plan, but if and when the trailer drops, we might stay on air and just put up a buffer for a few minutes and go check it out and come back. But I think more than likely what we would do is put the stream down, launch a new stream. It'll take probably 15 or 20 minutes, and every other content creator will be doing it.
This, I just pulled the tweet myself. This to me reads like a poster's about to drop trailer post, doesn't it?
It could be, but the way it's worked, they've used 2 different formulas for the poster drop, right? Last year, it was the
oh no.
Oh God!
Somebody quote tweeted Jamie Lee Curtis's tweet she tweeted "Trick or treat, were you a good person today? Do you deserve some eye candy?"
Yeah.
Somebody replied with, "Oh, JLC is going to post nudes on Maine."
Oh my God! Man! I
mean, would that be a bad thing?
No. At her age, they literally dropped.
So. We have a couple people saying trailers out, but I don't see it yet, and we'll continue on. When someone actually has a 100% confirmed trailer, and the trailer is dropping in 15 minutes. I don't think I was supposed to say that out loud.
Well, I mean, she literally tweeted it herself.
Oh, did she? Okay.
Check back here in 15 minutes for a treat.
Okay. Well, exactly it could be the poster still, but with Halloween 2018, I think the poster came out before the movie. Well,
they usually do, yeah.
The poster came out before the movie. Wow, what fucking breaking news right here. I'm just fucking feeding.
Did the trailer come out before the movie too?
Fuck.
I'd hope so.
So the trailer dropped after the poster for 18, where with Kills, the poster dropped. Sorry, the trailer dropped and then the poster. So trailer poster in 15 minutes. I got to be honest, guys. I kind of hope it's the poster. I don't want to be that guy, but I kind of is. I kind of is. There's some great fucking English for everybody. Just fucking feeding into what Johnny said last stream. Anyways, Johnny, Fear Street Man, are you for more of these movies? Have you even watched the first 3 yet?
I haven't.
Oh my! Get the fuck out of here!
What is wrong with you?
Watching anything?
What an idiot!
Stop watching your shitty baseball and go watch those movies now.
Wait, he still watches baseball?
I didn't know, right?
Anymore. I think I froze him.
Stop watching Wrong Turn.
Fuck.
Cody says he lived in a trailer and that wasn't awesome. I lived in something that was like a trailer, and yes, it was not that awesome. My hair, it's fucking everywhere. Matt, were you a Fear Street guy, man? I know you didn't like the third one. I remember you hating on it with me at first.
I think third one wore me. I think I ended up seeing it like 3 times. And by the third time, it wore me. Loved the second one. First one was good. I'm excited to see where they're going to go with this. Are they going to use different years again? Same kind of formula, same kind of, not plot, but ideas and everything. What made the first 3 really good. So yeah, I'm excited to see where they go with it. What do you expect in 2024?
I'll be honest, Matt. If they're talking about it now, I'm expecting next year.
Into next year. Yeah.
Mr. Living in Charleston, your Twitter account sucks. You're a sack of shit. Get lost. Sorry. Not sorry. John is back, though. Sorry, man. I keep forgetting that.
I feel bad enough. He's living in Charleston, West Virginia.
Oh, I can't do that. Look at fucking Cody's trying to kill us. Take a shot every time Jamie Lee Curtis says the word trauma on the press tour. We will all have alcohol poisoning by day 2.
Yes.
I will take shots of water. I will be fine. Wait, hold on. Water poisoning is also a thing. Maybe I won't be.
Imagine if Trauma did a Halloween movie.
Wayne Gotke, Netflix is in potential trouble according to mainstream news stories today. They're starting.
No, they're not.
Millions last spring alone. Now some of it's the padlock. The password sharing goes on everywhere. There's no real good fix for that yet, but I'm assuming it will come one day, Wayne. And yeah, they do lose subscribers, but you know what? They continue to invest billions of dollars every year into their company. They're nowhere. This is a movie.
I'll point out one extremely important thing. They have plans to add ad-supported tiers early next year. Okay. Do you honestly think they're adding an ad-supported tier? So similar to the non-premium tier of Peacock.
Okay.
So do you honestly think that advertisers are not going to be throwing millions of dollars at them to get their ads attached to the final season of Stranger Things? Come on now, give your head a shake. These 2 things are not related at all. Netflix is going to be just fine.
All streaming was going to go that way, the same way that every single sports uniform is eventually going to have sponsors on them.
Is there even a major North American sport that doesn't have ads on the jerseys?
I think. I think
even baseball has ads on them now.
No.
Some of them do.
For the record, Finn Balor does not have any advertisements on his tights. As of today.
CM Punk wanted to one time, but Vince McMahon didn't.
Well, CM Punk is a walking advertisement, okay? The guy's got a Pepsi tattoo on his arm.
That is true. He also has Han and Leia facing each other on his inner knees, so that's kind of cool too.
I'm a bigger fan of his Cobra Core tattoo.
He's got a lot of tattoos. He's got a Michael Myers tattoo as well. So
he does.
So he's a big Halloween fan. You may or may not see him in October. Still don't have confirmation on that.
He'll definitely be back off the injured report by then, so you'll definitely see him in October.
Mm-hmm.
We can hope, but we're probably going to see somebody else before October. Stay tuned.
Jumping the gun.
Yes.
Hey, Mike, can you send me a message with what you think it looks like? These guys legitimately cannot keep their shit. I'm not trying to be that guy because I'm not perfect, far from it. But Mike, I'm just going to say this. So we have a firsthand account that they accidentally posted the poster early. Someone very high up that works there and then removed it really quickly. Again, I mean, if it's going to drop anyways, who cares? But like, this seems to be how their marketing works. It's kind of a shit show rolling out, if I'm being honest. So, but yeah. So let's Matt, did you have? You gave your street take, right? Or did you leave then?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, I'm everywhere right now, dude, and I'm trying to get us through to the end. Johnny and Jared have not seen the Game of Thrones thing, so anybody who was here for Game of Thrones, which is probably like 3 of you, maybe 5 of you, we're not even going to touch on that tonight, other than to say there is a badass behind-the-scenes sizzle reel out for Game of Thrones House of the Dragon, and that is how you film a high quality 9-digit, multi-million-dollar TV show. It looks fucking insane. Although, if you look really closely, they're using the fucking volume at one point. I tweeted it out yesterday. So that's very unusual for Game of Thrones to take a shortcut like that. But I do know most of the stuff's still on location, but more places using the volume. I just hope that technology kind of increases over time here. So be on the lookout for that. And we do have a House of the Empire, which is our Game of Thrones show episode, dropping this week. Be on the lookout for that. Let's move this thing to All Out, guys, as we get ready to wrap this up. We will be coming back on air more than likely. I just need to do it under a different video for the sake of the channel. AEW All Out. Dave Meltzer put out there, and this is how you know he's reaching. And I'm not even a huge wrestling guy, and I know. CM Punk could returned to face Moxley at All Out. Or it could be at what's it?
Full Gear.
Which is like 2.5 months after that? 3 months
November.
after that? 3 months after that.
Yeah.
No, 2 months after. I don't know. So like we're talking anywhere from 60 to 80 days in between dates. Like kind of feels like he's just reaching. Although I will say this, and I mentioned it to Jer, I found the whole Regal calling out Punk thing to be a little on the note. Like, not that I didn't mind it. I think Regal can work a mic when he doesn't go too long talking about aimless shit. Like no tomorrow. But I can't help but wonder, guys, is there a possibility that the CM Punk injury wasn't as bad as they thought, and they put out that it was worse in order to have the big surprise at All Out? Again, literally the only appearance this guy has made was for his UFC minor league announcement. I don't know what the hell it's called, UFFC or something like that. UCIC, we see, I don't know. Punk, is there any chance at All Out? My thinking's no for a match.
I mean, it's pro wrestling. There's always a chance until there isn't a chance.
So Bret could fight at All Out? Is that possible? Young Bret Hart?
Well, you can't use a time machine.
Anything was possible. How about old Ric Flair? I mean, they could pull that one off, right?
No. I think Vince would throw a Brinks truck at him to keep him from doing that.
Oh man, then Flair, go do it. Go get yourself some free money.
You think he's not getting free money for this?
Look, the chicken wing ad thing that Kieran keeps posting about is enough for me, right? Like, I never need to see Ric Flair again. I'll watch vintage good Ric Flair.
Well, you're not going to the whole performance thing. Like, they're all making bank on this event. Like, people in their bubble, if they think that wrestling fans aren't splurging for this, I guarantee they're going to sell out of that $200, package that has them freaking getting a piece of the ring. I guarantee they're going to be sold out of this. I don't know if Jeff's been watching this, but they're doing an experience at StarCast where for like $600 you get like a custom action figure, basically 3D printed of you and Ric Flair. Like, they're going to sell out of that.
They're selling Ric Flair wine. Like, anything they can slap Ric Flair's name on, they are going to try and sell. They'll probably sell Ric Flair autographed pacemakers too, if they could.
There is a legitimate chance that this has a 7-figure payout at the end of it for Conrad and Rick.
Just because we're tight on time, I'm going to move us off to Ric Flair talk. I know you guys kind of got shunned for your wrestling talk.
All right, real quick. Blumhouse has dropped it.
It's hot.
Dropped what?
It is 43 seconds, something Jamie Lee just posted.
Yeah, Jamie dropped a 45-second trailer on her Twitter.
Yeah, I don't think that's the whole thing.
Not if it's 45 seconds.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It's and I also don't think that was 15 minutes. I could be wrong.
No, it was
13.
12. Yeah, 12, 13 minutes. So she jumped the gun.
Well, I mean, if Blumhouse dropped it early, then of course she would too.
Yeah, but the one AEW thing I've been teasing is that Meltzer reported that Kenny Omega is. There is talk backstage that Kenny Omega will be returning very, very soon, which is amazing considering he was considered to still be far off in his rehab for his multitude of injuries. But he is, I guess, expected back sooner rather than later. So that'll
So it is.
shake
It is
things up.
just back on it. There's two different things. The Blumhouse drop is 1 minute and 15 seconds. The Jamie Lee Curtis is 45 seconds, and they do not start the same.
Okay, well, we'll have a look at both. We'll get off of here, and we'll come back. Big news on Omega front. That's huge.
Yeah, they need a little bit more in the main event scene, so that'll be a good boost for them.
They do. Here's my thing. I'm a huge CM Punk fan, man. Like, huge. But, like, CM Punk is not Kenny Omega. I didn't even know Kenny Omega well till I started watching AEW, right? And he's also not Bryan Danielson. I think Punk and Moxley can go at it, and I still think Punk and Danielson can have a match. I worry that Omega comes back, wins the belt right away off of Moxley, and then you get Punk versus Omega. And as much as I love Punk, I
don't think so.
Wouldn't that be weird?
If there's one thing that Tony Khan has been consistent about, it's his long-term plans.
Oh, I thought you were going to say needing to have such a good record, because I'm like, don't like random people just randomly that's
challenge
for the lesser
I think that he definitely, because they've put it off for so long, waiting for Kenny to come back to launch the 6-man tag belts, they have to do that first, because they waited for.
How the hell are they going to do that? Red Dragon and Cole are hurt. Well, Kyle's out for a little bit, being a dad, but I mean, Fish and Cole are on the sideline, so they can't.
Dozens of other places they could bring those belts in. And if you're going with Omega and Bucks as the inaugural champions, which I'd say seems to be the bet if you waited for Kenny to come back to launch the belts, then it really doesn't necessarily matter if the Undisputed Elite is in the tournament or not in the tournament. Then you can just build off that, like, well, you wouldn't have won the belts if we were in the tournament. And there's your precipice for the feud, because they haven't turned on each other yet.
And speaking of the Bucks, there was actually talk the past week that them dropping the belts to Swerve and Keith Lee was a step towards them doing something else specifically. So there's going to be an angle with them coming, but they haven't really. There might have been a teaser on BT, but I didn't watch it.
Well, they haven't.
BT is teasing the Bucks and Hangman getting back together.
Okay, so that might be the angle they're going towards with Kenny coming back. I mean,
you get the proper Elite reunion with the entire group, and not just the trio.
All right, everyone. Well, that is going to do it for us for now. We're cutting this thing short. We're going to go watch the trailer, see if a poster drops tonight. Wouldn't be surprised if they hold on to that till tomorrow now. But who knows? I have no reason not to trust our guy Bish. If he says he's seen it, then he probably seen it.
Jamie reposted, and she posted the whole trailer.
So did she post something she wasn't supposed to? Or
I guess she just had a shorter cut, maybe.
So we'll be back. Hopefully these fellas are up for a bit of a hangout tonight, but if they have to go, they have to go, and I guess I'll be back. We'll figure out what's going on. But before we go, again, I want to say a big thank you to Multiverse of Geek Madness for the help going forward with some of our new graphics coming. He put a lot of work into that. It really means a lot. Thank you to our patrons who support the channel. There's a lot of naysayers out there about us that feel the need to go make a video just about us. But to those of you that feel the need to support the channel on a financial level, it's appreciated. It allows us to do what we're doing and to continue doing what we're doing. So a big thank you for that. You can support us at patreon.com/Fandom Empire. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, click that fucking bell, even though you really shouldn't have to do that. Apparently you do have to do that. Click the bell. Big thanks to Matt, Johnny, and Jaron. Before we go off, there's actually two pieces of news to talk about tonight. The first one being we have a new member of the team here at Fandom Empire. If you followed this fella, you know he just retired from his YouTube channel. He's a guy that I don't think got nearly enough attention with what he did over at his channel. He was part of the Stream Demons for a while. They had a great community over there, and now Jason Nike, not only a friend, but one of the few that have been involved in the making of Haddonfield the Vanished, is coming on board Fandom Empire. And he's going to be doing a lot of off-air stuff, but he's going to grace us all with his presence on air. And yeah, Also, on a slightly more tragic note, it was 4 years ago that we lost John Schnepp. John Schnepp was for all intents and purposes, a celebrity, someone who was huge in the geek genre, even in the horror genre. He took time to answer questions from fans all the time. His untimely death still affects many today. And I just wanted to say that the time that he gave me and others that I know means the world. So to John Schnepp, you're never forgotten.